most famous physical therapist on the internet.
There you go. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Okay,
therapist.
we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, Brad and I are going to talk about something we're well versed in: 5 runner tips for beginners. And these are from physical therapists who do run. I actually ran cross country and track, and then I picked it up again when I was about 34.
Yep.
And I'm 58, almost 59 now. So I've been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I love running. It's probably my favorite exercise, and I'd like to see other people get into it. And so we're going to give you the things, the ideas or tips that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started. You know,
Right.
So that's what we're going to talk about.
I
today.
agree, Bob, because I stumbled into it. It's a long story I'm not going to drag on, but do we have to do the before?
Yeah, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And yes, run on over here, Brad, because we're always giving away something. Join us on bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section, because right now, we're giving away some of our merch. So we got shirts. We got our ugly mugs on shirts. We got our ugly mugs on mugs.
There you go.
So Gumby doesn't come with.
Yeah,
But,
we're pretty close to Gumby.
But there's bags and there's sweatshirts and there.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Oh, the Strong Like Bull.
Oh,
We got
yes,
new
we don't
design.
have that T-shirt yet.
Put it up again, Marcus. Just keep
Yeah.
pushing it.
Yep.
Strong Like Bull.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
love it.
Want this again?
Yeah, no, we already talked about that,
Oh,
didn't we?
good. All right.
So, all right, number one tip. You really want to, especially if you haven't been running, you want to start off slow.
Right.
Don't go out, gangbusters and find out that you're going to get so sore, you're going to get injured from or an overuse injury just from doing too much.
Too soon. Too much too soon. Yep.
And in fact, as a runner, even a regular cross country runner, we recommend not increasing your distance more than 10% from one day to
per
the
week
next.
or.
I would say per week.
Right, that's what I use, that rule.
Yeah. So I would start off, and what I did is when I started back up into running I'd walk a ways and then I'd start running a ways, and that's a great way to start. And then you'll pick that. I'd say I'm just going to run to the end of the block, and then maybe walk a block and just gradually increase that way. So
it depends on your personality or what you have to look at. You can use a timer too. You're going to run for 2 minutes, walk for a minute, run for 2, or whatever you feel comfortable
works for you.
with.
So, one thing I want to advise you to, don't go crazy on it. Running is a lifestyle issue, I think, as opposed to let's train really hard and I'm going to lose weight and get in shape.
Right.
As I see so many people burn out on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do too much.
You really don't lose a lot of calories running.
No, you don't.
It's like 100 calories per mile. You can, Big Mac is 500 calories. You can't think of it that way. You got to go out there to relax, enjoy it, get a lot of the other benefits, and it's going to help.
The cardiac, and it's going to help some with weight loss, but weight loss really occurs at the table.
I feel relaxed.
Yeah,
when I'm
so
done,
do I.
I'm
the
relaxed.
Endorphins are running, so yeah. Number 2, you're going to get the right shoes, and this is important. You're going to want to go to a place that sells running shoes and have some staff that are well versed in it. There's 3 main types. I guess there's 4 main types Brad and I discussed today. There's what we'd call a normal arched. So most of the shoes we're considering what kind of arch you have. Do you have a high arch? Do you have a medium, a regular arch, or do you actually have a flat foot?
Right.
So if you have a normal arch, which I actually probably have a high arch, but I still found out this shoe worked out best for me.
Which is known as a stability shoe.
A stability shoe, just a normal arch. It's a neutral pronation in therapist language. And I just found out over the years, this is the one the most comfortable for me. And I found out, I think you do the same thing, Brad. Once you find a certain brand that works for you, a certain type, you stick with that type. I usually buy a couple in a row.
After 2 or 3 years, that manufacturer changes
the
model, then you got to look for another one.
Then you got to find one that's similar to it.
Right.
So,
but we do have a video that we actually have the 3 basic types of shoes. I actually went to a shoe store, told them what we're going to do. They let us use them for Dave. So if you go Bob and Brad running shoe type, you should be able to pull that video
Right.
up.
If it's a flat foot motion control, high arch, you could use a cushioning shoe.
Right.
But you mentioned one other day, Brad.
Yeah, minimalist shoes have come out in the last few years. Typically, that's if you're a 4-foot runner, you don't heel strike first, which Bob and I
We're going to talk about
converted.
that. That's going to be tip number
good.
5.
Okay,
so we'll go back to that when we talk about it. So number 3, I would stretch at least 3 muscles before you run.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I would stretch your calf muscles.
Yep.
A lot of people get injuries or tendonitis or actually tear their calf. My brother hadn't run for years, and he started running, and what does he do right away? He tears his calf muscle. So I would stretch the calf. I would stretch the hamstring, and I would stretch the hip flexors and quads.
Sure.
So I don't know that we need to go on those, but because we've done those on other videos too. But I mean, those are the main 3 I would get for running.
And if you don't stress, strongly advise walking for
good
5 minutes first. Get things loosened up, at least with that. And, if you're not going to run real fast, you don't have hills, you can probably get away with that. But the stretching, those are the 3 big ones for running.
I think you're absolutely right, Brad. You actually could probably get away with maybe not even stretching before if you walk far enough and warm things up before you get running.
And I've had some friends tell me, I've heard of studies that say you don't need to stretch before you work out. And there are studies that do support that. So I don't say you have to do it. I'm not a big stretcher myself, but I always warm up and I don't jump into things.
Sure. And I used to
You stretch more than I do.
I stretch more than you do. And I also used to not walk before I run, but I do now. I do walk for about a block.
It's different when you're 25.
Yeah,
55.
that's right. Yeah. In basketball, I used to get up and we would be like, take one shot. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Number 4, this is really important because I can't tell you how many times people have gotten close to hitting me. You want to be safe, especially if you're out.
You mean family members?
Yeah, family members. They're lined up, Brad. There's a whole bunch of them.
Were you talking about with a car?
With a car. Yeah. It's really, and I'm sure you've came across people that didn't have vests on, and all of a sudden you come around the corner. Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know they spring up on you.
Sometimes people are wearing dark clothing, and
right?
It just like drives me crazy. And then, as opposed to when you see someone wearing some of the things we have, dramatic difference. I mean, things pop right out.
So some of the things, like this is the vest I wear, Brad. I just slip it on over the top. You can slide it on, can't you?
Yeah. It's you can tell he's worn it. It looks like he's been using it at the supper table too.
It's bad. So for what?
At the supper table, it's like food's been falling on you. Eat and then go run, or come in from running and then eat.
So because I'm tall, this comes up a little higher on me. And some little kid saw me once, and he goes to his mom, "Is he wearing a bra?"
And there's reflective tape on here. I could just imagine you running at night with these things.
Yeah.
But this is nice. You got a zipper here. You can put your keys in, or your cigarettes, or
well, yeah, cigarettes.
Just kidding.
My pipe.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of other devices now too. I've got one on here. This is what I've been using too. I use the light. Yep. It's not much, but it also has I think this one also will flash.
Yep. These new LED technology is just beautiful for these kind of devices.
Yeah, and what I do sometimes I switch arms when I on one side of the road, so this is always on the outside.
Towards the car.
Yeah. Well, I had one neighbor who was wearing reflective gear, but he had also lights on it. It was too much. And he goes,
Christmas tree.
Yeah, he was. He was like, it's too much. I had to stop. But show the other ones here, Brad.
Yeah, these are something I have not seen yet until today, but they're little lights that literally go onto your shoe, and they light up like this. And they actually go on really nice right onto your shoelaces on the end. They're easy to put on, and ta-da! Too bad we couldn't turn the lights off on here, but this is good so they can see you as well as you can see where you're if you run at night or early in the morning. And you can light up the road.
It's a big deal, especially if the street lights are not working in a certain area. I mean, I've seen ice, and I used it. It worked fine, but I tend to avoid when it's that dark now.
Yeah, when I was really running avidly, training for a marathon, I used to run early in the morning. It'd be dark, and I was running. I knew this trail by heart, so I didn't need a lot of light. But I forgot there was a chain so cars couldn't get to it.
Oh, no
And
kidding.
it hit me right above the knees. I'm running. The next
Oh.
thing I know, I'm flat on my face. Luckily, I caught myself with my hands.
Oh.
But these, I think I would have seen that
Sure.
that chain. So you really got to be careful.
We had a cross country meet one time where they had us jump over a fence, and you wouldn't believe how many people fell because it wasn't very high, but you're tired.
Yeah.
So everybody misjudged it, and so there's people are going down.
You know they wouldn't be good at the steeplechase.
No, they weren't at all. So on number 5, actually, we're going to show that last, Brad, as a bonus. Number 5 is actually I would recommend that you become a 4-foot runner.
Sure.
Which means that instead of striking on your heel first, which puts a lot of stress through the heel, the ankle, and the knee and the hip, rather that you want to land and hit the 4-foot first.
Sure.
Now that's beyond the scope of this video, but there are books on it. There's the POSE method, P-O-S-E method. There's I'm sure you can find videos on it too. But
there's a website of a PhD. She lives in the East Coast. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she has a whole website teaching you how to 4-foot run.
Sure. Just look up 4-foot running. One of the things is you're going to try to decrease your stride length. Actually, you don't. That was one of the biggest misconceptions, right, about running, is that you should take longer stride length. You actually want to take shorter stride lengths and have increased cadence.
Right.
So, by the way, this morning, so I'm out for a run, and the neighbor lady, somehow we ended up being almost parallel, and I'm like, and we're at the exact same pace.
Was she running too?
Yeah, she's running too.
Oh, I thought she was in a car.
She was kind of on a different side of the road, and all of a sudden we ended up being almost side by side. I'm like, there's no way she's passing me. So I had to pick it up. I'm tired now because I had to pick it up.
Oh, old that's the thing about running. You should not get too competitive.
That's right.
Some people just are going to be, but you don't have to be.
Okay, I thought this was a really cool device here. I have never used this. I just saw it. I ordered one. It's called the Flip Belt. You want to flip it on real quick,
I'll
Brad?
flip it on.
So this is really cool because what has happened to me one time when I was out running, I took my keys. I always use just one key, and I put it in my shorts, and they actually fell out. Luckily, when they fell, I heard them on the sidewalk. So it actually has a little hook there. You can hook your keys to it, and then you can slip it in the pocket so they aren't going to jangle, and you're actually going to have no fear of losing them. But I like this. You can actually stick your entire phone in there too.
Whoa, look at this.
So if you're...
This is like being a kangaroo with all these pouches.
Yeah. If you want to listen to music, you actually could attach your thing. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, and if you're going to run to the restaurant, you're going to bring your wallet so you can eat. You got your bib already.
And the thing is, they say, yeah, your bib already. But it doesn't slide up. It doesn't slide down. You get the right waist size for you.
It does.
And you're going to find out it's really, quite handy. So
I feel like Forrest Gump.
Yep, there you go. All right. Sorry for going so long. We got lucky number 13 already.
There's going to be a lot of people starting running after this video.
All right. Thanks for watching.